What's going on, boys? It's Big Old Dog Boxing. What's going on? Want to get on here and I wanted to talk about this Zuffa boxing and how Zuffa boxing caught everybody with their pants down. With this signing of Jao Pataya, nobody expected Zuffa to come in and make such a big splash. Nobody expected Zuffa boxing, man, to come in and make a big signing like Jao Pataya. Me included. I gotta admit, I was wrong. I didn't think they were gonna do something this of such magnitude. You know what I'm saying? I thought they were gonna be more like a minor league. BYU, what up, family? What's going on? Yeah, I didn't think that Zuffa was gonna be such a factor so early, but this is big time, man. This is big time. Signing Jao Pataya. And when I first heard about Jao Pataya signing to Zuffa Boxing, I thought, oh shit, Dana White got one up over on Eddie Hearn. But after I did some thinking, I realized, Eddie Hearn and Matchroom probably didn't have any options over there for Jao Pataya. You know what I mean? It's no secret that Jao Pataya is the boogeyman of the division. You know what I'm saying? It's no secret that the other champions don't want nothing to do with Jao Pataya, especially Zurdo Ramirez. BYU says Sky Nicholson fine as fuck. That's what's up. Hey, bro, what if they sign Sky? Nah. I don't think they're gonna sign any women, bro. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you're right. Sky Nicholson, man, I eat her ass. I would definitely eat Sky Nicholson's ass, bro. But yeah, man, BYU, bro, what's going on with the Zuffa boxing? Further about to monopolize boxing, dude. I'm so excited, bro. I am so fucking excited. The PBC, it's finished, bro. PBC is finished. Al Heyman, fuck Al Heyman, fuck PBC. And there's a new sheriff in town by the name of Turkey Al-Sheikh and his deputy Dana White. And you could get with it or get lost, bro. BYU, hey, bro, you got your Paramount subscription already? I need to get that, bro. I'm finna get that shit later on, bro. I'm fucking pumped up, dude. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like I was saying, man, this Jao Pataya. So at first I was thinking, Jao Pataya, bro. I thought Eddie Hearn losing Jao Pataya to Zuffa and Dana White. I thought that, okay, damn, he got one up on him. But you know what I was thinking? After some thinking, bro, Matchroom, BYU says, yeah, I got Paramount. Yeah, bro, you're ahead of the game, bro. You're ahead of the game. Dude, this is going to be sick because they're going to do boxing on Fridays and then Sundays, bro. How fucking sick is that? Because the second show next month, they already got it fucking, they got fight days, bro. They're already ahead of the game. How many fight days does PBC got? Or how many fight days does Golden Boy got? They ain't got none, bro. But fucking Zuffa Boxing has already got they got one coming up on Friday, tomorrow, and then they got another one already for February. And UFC 320, BYU says UFC 324 is this Saturday. Bruh, you know what? And I might have to just start fucking around and start following some fucking UFC myself, bruh, because I'm about to get Paramount. And that shit is all on that same umbrella, bruh. How fucking sick is that, dude? How sick is that, bro? I might just fuck around and I might start watching some UFC myself, bro. You know what I'm saying? Might start watching them dudes roll around on the ground and shit, grab each other and shit, kick each other's toes. You know what I'm saying? Why not, bro? I'm finna have it. I'm finna get Paramount, bro. I'm about to get bang for my buck, bro. Yeah. But yeah, bro. I'm telling you, Eddie Hearn probably just didn't have no more options for Joe Patayev, man. That's what happened. They were like, you know what, we can't make these guys fight you, Jai. You know? It's no secret that Zudo Ramirez, he wasn't trying to fight Jai. He wasn't trying to fight Joe Patayev. Every time they ask Ramirez about Joe Patayev, the dude acts dumb, man. Yeah, Zurdo's a fucking clown for that, bro. Zurdo Ramirez is the biggest duck in boxing, fam. And because of that, I'm hoping that this fight versus David Benavidez does happen in May. And I'm hoping that David Benavidez beats the shit out of Zurdo for that, bro. Because, yeah, bro, I don't like that shit. Zurdo's acting like a little bitch, bro. I can't fuck with that. But Zuffa boxing, bro. Zuffa boxing, bro. And you know what? Turkey Al-Sheikh, he's not a stupid man, bro. He's not a stupid man. Because he took his time and he worked with every single promoter. He took his time. He worked with Eddie Hearn. He worked with Golden Boy, Oscar De La Hoya. He worked with Frank Warren, Queensberry. And he said, you know what? My best bet is to go with Dana White. Wow. Wow. And the crazy part about that is Dana White, he's not even in the boxing game, bro. He's about to just get in it, bro. He's about to just start. I bet this is what I think happened, bro. What I think that happened was I think I think that Turkey Al-Sheikh was maybe considering Eddie Hearn as his point guy, as his quarterback. But he just thought, you know what? Eddie Hearn is just about to do the same thing that he's been doing. And there's nothing wrong with that, right? You know, because Eddie Hearn is successful, bro. Eddie Hearn is successful, no doubt about that. But Dana White cornered a whole market, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like before the UFC, there was the MMA, bro. It was almost non-existent. You know what I'm saying? The MMA was almost non-existent. It wasn't until Dana White came in, cornered the market, made UFC the brand, and took over. And that's how I know, bro, Turkey Al-Sheikh is not a dumb person, bro. He's not stupid. You know what I'm saying? Turkey Al-Sheikh is really trying to take over this shit. And he's going to. And he's going to. And especially here in the United States, bro. Oh, man. By now, okay, you know, they signed Jao Patai, right? There's rumors about Usyk going over there. You got Rayo Valenzuela. He's already going over there. F.A. Jagua. You got Alexander Vosdick. Charles Martin over there already. Robert Merriweather. Yeah, bro. It's fucking... I'm pumped, bro. I'm pumped. Fucking punk, bro. It's going down tonight. Tonight it goes down. It's going down tonight. Tonight it's gonna go down. But yeah, man. And dude, I'm already seeing haters too, bro. Like, and it's gonna be even worse for the guys that have been hating on Dana White. Because if you think about it, Oscar De La Hoya, he's been hating on Dana White. You know what? It's looking more and more like Oscar De La Hoya and Golden Boy. They might just go down, bro. Oscar De La Hoya and Golden Boy might just sink. It might go under, bro. As crazy as that sounds, it's looking more and more like Oscar De La Hoya done shot himself in the foot. Because even though Turki Al-Sheikh helped, bro, he injected a shit ton of money into the sport and helped, including Golden Boy and Oscar De La Hoya. Oscar De La Hoya still, bro, he still decided to fucking talk shit about him. He still decided to talk shit about Turki Al-Sheikh, which makes no sense to me, bro. That makes no sense to me. Like, Oscar De La Hoya decided to talk shit about TKO boxing, and he knows damn well that TKO is Turki Al-Sheikh's baby. He knows this, and he still decided to talk shit about it. And real G's move in silence, bro. Turki Al-Sheikh, he's got too much class to be making, videos and responding to little petty ass shit like Oscar De La Hoya does with the Clapback Thursdays and all that shit. Nah, I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, Turki Al-Sheikh is about to bury him. Turki Al-Sheikh is finna bury Oscar De La Hoya. And he did it himself, bro. He did. Oscar De La Hoya buried himself, bro. Oscar De La Hoya buried himself, bro. What else? I was also watching Paulie Malignaggi, bro, hating on. I saw Paulie Malignaggi hating on Jao Battaglia because he signed over there with TKO and Zuffa Boxing. And my whole thing with that is he was saying, man, that Paulie was saying that the reason why Jao Battaglia signed to Zuffa Boxing is because he don't know any better. He was basically trying to call the guy stupid, right? He was saying that Jao Battaglia, he only makes $150,000 a fight, and basically he doesn't know any better, and that's he wasn't making that much money. That's why he decided to go over to Zuffa Boxing. And my whole thing with that is, so then why don't you have smoke for BYU, bro? You know what? Yeah. BYU asked, what about Paulie? Bro, I'm telling you. So Paulie was on the boxing scene on his podcast, and he was basically talking about how Jao Battaglia is, you know what, BYU, I could show you better than I could tell you, bro. I saw this on the relay, bro. Shout out to the fucking relay, bro. I saw this on Ring IQ. Let me show you real quick, bro. Ring IQ. Let me see here.
Last week, I wouldn't have this opinion. You see, like, please, I would have been just as shocked as you if I had not been in Australia. You know what's crazy about the fact that I was?
I'm actually not surprised by it.
Not knowing what I know, I'm not surprised by it. I would have been surprised had I not known what I know.
Right.
I was told by several people in Australia all last week, like, Opetai's crazy. Like, he fights for like 150 grand a fight. Like, he just doesn't know any better. Like, he's got like these management and whatever. And I don't know if management is actually taking his money or if this is just what he's getting, all this other stuff. And they were like, he's just like kind of a happy-go-lucky guy. He likes to fight and just like, wow. And I was like, whoa. I was like, I would have thought like, you know,
yeah, I would have thought he would
have been making a lot more. Or if he's not, he'd be complaining and vocal about it. But he's just like that kind of guy, you know? And you know, some other things that were told to me, but in the grand scheme of things, then the Zuffa thing comes out and they signed him. Of course they signed him. I mean, even by normal standards, the Zuffa contract to him looks like real money, even though for a guy like him, it shouldn't be real money. It should be something he laughs at. But yeah, so it's not that big of a coup once to grab Opetai once I found out what I found out. Because then I find out that coincidentally, then you have this announcement that these guys signed him. No shit, Sherlock. Yeah. You know, it's like, that's an easy one to pick up, and it looks like a bigger deal than it actually is. When you look between the numbers, like, you know what? You know, it's a good look for Opetay compared to what he was making. But Opetay should have been making a lot more money before already, you know, and he should have been laughing at this contract.
Oh, I'm gonna play one more time, bro.
Versus Zerto fight because I was under the impression.
See, like, please, I would have been just as
gonna promote it. I don't know.
See, guys, had I not been in Australia last week, I wouldn't have this opinion. You see, like, please, I would have been just as shocked as you if I had not been in Australia. You know what's crazy about the fact that I was?
I'm actually not surprised by it.
Not knowing what I know, I'm not surprised by it. I would have been surprised had I not known what I know.
Right.
I was told by several people in Australia all last week, like, Opetai's crazy. Like, he fights for like 150 grand a fight. Like, he just doesn't know any better. Like, he's got like.
And real quick, guys, like, you hear BYU says, I don't fuck with low IQ. Oh, BYU, bruh. Why don't you fuck with Ring IQ? Oh, we got to get to the bottom of this, bro. How do you not like Ring IQ, bro? The dude knows his boxing, man. The dude knows his shit, bro. But okay, BYU says he's a MAGA groupie. See, this is why I don't like talking politics, bro, because then that shit interferes with what we're here for, bro. We're here to talk some boxing, man. Okay, well, let me finish. Okay, so BYU says he's a MAGA groupie that doesn't know what he's talking about when it comes to politics. And his panel is an echo chamber. Brutal, bro. Damn. All right. But, hey, you know, It is what it is, man. It is what it is. But back to this Zuffa boxing, bro, and the Opataya and all that. So the first thing I want to point out about Paulie Malignaggi and Chris Algieri talking shit is, you know, you hear Paulie saying, "Oh, he only makes 150,000 a fight," and you hear Chris Algieri scoff at it like, only 150,000, wow, you know, and my whole thing is, bro, okay, so if you, Paulie, if you knew that this guy, Jao Patai is only making that much, bro, then why don't you have the smoke for with the promoters that he's working with now? You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense, y'all? Like, why does Paulie have this disdain, and why is he hating on Zuffa when it was Matchroom and Taz? Hold on, bro. Let me see here. Let's look up who Jao Pattaya is actually currently signed with. What promotional company is Jai Opataya signed with? So it just says here that it was Eddie Hearn and Matchroom, but I know he was signed to something else, bro. It was a company out of Australia or New Zealand. It was like Task Promotions or something, right? But the point I'm trying to make here, bro, is why does Paulie have this disdain, or why is he going at Zuffa boxing when it was the company that he was signed with before? You know what I'm saying? This is not, so you guys are basically trying to shit on Zuffa boxing because what? Because they're getting Jao Patai more money? I don't understand, bro. I don't understand what the hate is about.
No.
See, guys, had I not been in Australia last week, I wouldn't have this opinion. You see, like,
Please.
I would have been just as shocked as you if I had not been in Australia. You know what's crazy about the fact that I was in Australia?
I'm actually not surprised by it.
No, not knowing what I know, I'm not surprised by it. I would have been surprised had I not known what I know.
Right.
I was told by several people in Australia all last week, like,
okay, and that's another thing too, man. He said he was told by several people last week in Australia, right? And so, like, my question is, bro, who are all these people? You know what I'm saying? Like, who are all these people, bro, saying that are coming up to Paulie and saying, "Oh, you know, hey, Paulie, guess what? Guess how much Jao Patai makes?" Like, what the fuck? Like, just a bunch of gossiping women, bro, coming up and telling Paulie like, "Oh, yeah, you know that Jao Patai only makes $150,000 a year, or $150,000 a fight." Like, who are these people, Paulie? And another thing is, okay, once Paulie found out, right? Paulie, did you go and did you tell Jai, like, "Hey, Jai, bro, like, there's these guys talking shit about you, bro. Like, they're saying that you only make 150 grand a fight. Is that true? Like, what's going on?" Like, but Paulie didn't do any of that. You know? Paulie didn't do any of that. He just, "Oh, wow, really? Okay. He only makes 150 grand. Okay, let me go back to my podcast, right, and tell all my little friends about how much Jao Patai makes." Like, what are we doing here? The fuck are we doing here? You know, oh, let me just shit on the guy, right? Let me just shit on the guy. Let me expose it to the world that Jai Patai is only making 150 grand with his current, or who was his current promotional company, the Taz Promotions and Eddie Hearn Matchroom, right? I don't know why this is Zuffa's fault, right? But let's continue.
Patai's crazy. Like he fights for like 150 grand to fight. Like he just doesn't know any better. Like
boy.
See what I'm saying? Or he just doesn't know any better. Like, bro. Like they're calling Jai Patai like this big dummy, you know?
He's got like these management and whatever. And I don't know if management is actually taking his money or if this is just what he's getting, all this other stuff. And they were like,
I don't know if his management is taking all his money or all this other stuff. Like what other stuff, Paulie? You see what I'm saying, y'all? Like what other stuff, Paulie? Like what the fuck, dude? Tell us, Paulie, what other stuff?
Just like kind of a happy-go-lucky guy. He likes to fight and just like wow. And I was like,
oh, he's just as happy-go-lucky guy. You know what I'm saying? He's just as happy-go-lucky guy, and he doesn't know any better, and so he makes 150 grand. And instead of helping the guy, right, and telling him like, hey, Jai, bro, there's these guys talking shit about you. I don't know if you know this or not, but you know, let me tell you, man to man, this is what's going on. These guys came up to me, you know. I'm from the United States. I don't know any better. I came to Australia for this event, right? Because of Michael Zarafa fought Nikita Zhu. And there's all these guys, all these chismosas, right? All these chismosos, all these fucking little tattletales, grown men acting like little girls, coming up to me and telling me, hey, Jai, I heard you only make this much money. But nah, instead of doing that, nah, bro, you want to go all the way back to the United States, right? And not tell Jai, right? Keep in mind, he doesn't tell Jai. He goes back to the United States and he gets on his podcast, right? That streams to thousands, hundreds of thousands of people. And let me put Jai Patai's information on blast instead of telling the guy. See, this is the type of guy that Paulie is, bro.
Like, whoa! I was like, I would have thought, like, you know,
Yeah, I would have thought he would have
been making a lot more. Or if he's not, he'd be complaining and vocal about it. But he's just like that kind of guy, you know. And
he's just that kind of guy. You see what I'm saying, y'all?
You know, some other things that were told to me, but in the grand
other things that were told to me, and he doesn't say it. Let me just play it, bro. Let me
scheme of things. Then the Zuffa thing comes out, and if they signed him, of course they signed him. I mean, even by normal standards, the Zuffa contract to him looks like real money, even though for a guy like him, it shouldn't be real money. It should be something he laughs at. But yeah, so it's not that big of a coup once to grab Obatai once I found out what I found out. Because then I find out that coincidentally, then you have this announcement that these guys signed him. No shit, Sherlock.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, yeah, they're gonna. Of course, that's an easy one to pick up, and it looks like a bigger deal than it actually is. When you look between the numbers, like, you know what? You know, it's a good look for Opatai compared to what he was making. But Opatai should have been making a lot more money before already. You know, and he should have been laughing at this time.
So yeah, BYU, bro. You asked what's going on with Paulie. That's what's going on with Paulie, bro. Just a bunch of hating ass, dick riding, chismosa shit, bro. BYU says, I'm not a leftist or a right wing, just saying, but he just stick to boxing. Yeah, bro, that's what I'm saying. You know, that's what I'm saying. But yeah, man, So the point of me showing you guys this that clip right there from Paulo Malignaggi was to expose, like, bro, you obviously you have some type of vendetta. You have some type of hate towards Dana White, because how is that Dana White's problem? Or how is, you know, what you're saying that they were underpaying Matchroom, right? Because that's who he was signed with. That's who that's who John Pataya was signed with originally. He was signed with Matchroom and Taz Promotions from Australia or New Zealand. And they were the ones paying him, underpaying them. So I don't see how this is. So basically, from what I'm getting is Paulie Malignaggi is mad that Zuffa and Dana White are going to pay him more money. You see what I'm saying? You know what I think happened, bro? You know what I think happened? What had happened was Dana White must have been the one that uploaded the video of Conor McGregor beating up Paulie Malignaggi in sparring. That's the only explanation, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, why such hate, bro? And here's the next thing, bro. Hold on, I'm gonna read this out. I'm gonna read this out loud real quick. This is from D Style. Shout out to D Style Boxing, bro. He says, like clockwork, does Paulie know how much Jai is getting from Zuffa? No. Yeah, see, that's another good point. Paulie talks about what fighters should be making without really explaining why. He talks like all these fighters should be making millions without breaking it down. All of a sudden, he's realized this fighter from Australia is underpaid because he's just that type of guy, and he heard stuff. Paulie won't criticize Matchroom or Tasman for what they've been saying, or for what they've been paying. If Zuffa's offer works for him, what is it to Paulie? Not all fighters make millions. Paulie talks about it like making millions is a given. Facts, bro. That's facts. And yeah, shout out to D-Style. That's some good stuff right there, bro, because I agree with all of it, man. Like, this guy talks like all these boxers are supposed to make all this money, when in reality, it's not like that, bro. Boxing is very top heavy, you know? Boxing is very top heavy. Outside of Canelo Alvarez, Alexander Usyk, Anthony Joshua, Jake Paul, who else? Tank Davis, right? Outside of those guys, bro, like nobody's really making, like nobody's selling out like that unless you sign to Turkey Al-Sheikh and he's just fucking off money on you. BYU says Paulie has always been a hater. Facts, bro. This dude stays hating on. And I like what D-Style says right there, bro. He doesn't keep that energy, bro. Like, Paulie won't criticize Matchroom or Tasman for what they've been paying. He only has the smoke. He only has the hate for Zuffa. And I'm gonna tell you right now, bro. Like and here's the fucked up part for Paulie Malignaggi and like Oscar De La Hoya, guys that already have hate and already have beef with Dana White. Oh, bro, it's gonna be bad for y'all, bro. It's gonna be bad because Zuffa Boxing has a contract with Paramount for the next 7 years, bro. For the next 7 years, bro. Like, and if you're already starting off on the wrong foot, bro, it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad for Paulie Malignaggi. It's gonna be bad for Pro Box, and which, you know, I like Pro Box, bro. I like Pro Box, but Paulie Malignaggi beefing with Dana White, it's like you're trying to war with the Navy when you have little pistols and your gang's about 5 guys deep and you're trying to go up against the Navy or the Marines or something. It's not going to pan out, bro. It's not going to work. You know what I'm saying? Especially, bro, this Zuffa shit, bro, it's going to be like Zuffa's gonna be like the NFL for boxing, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly what I think Zuffa's gonna be. They're gonna be real organized. You know, I mean, and it's crazy. It's like, you know what else is crazy to me, y'all, man? That you got guys that are hating. BYU says, I'm a Shador Sanders fan, and Jason Whitlock is always hating on the Sanders family or someone else. Jason and Paulie are the same. Yeah, bro. Yeah. Paulie Malignaggi. Hey, you know what, dude? You know what? I'll say this about Paulie. He is so biased, bro. Paulie Malignaggi is so biased. It's unbelievable. You know what I'm saying? I can't believe how biased Paulie Malignaggi is sometimes. And he doesn't try to hide it, you know? And here's my next thought too, bro. Here's something else I wanted to get off is Eddie Hearn, he was asking for this, bro. Like when they asked him, they asked Eddie Hearn, like, hey, Eddie, you know, how do you feel about Zuffa and this and that? And basically Eddie was like, oh, I'm looking forward to it, man. I'm looking forward to competing with Zuffa, you know? And then once the card was announced, the very first Zuffa card was announced, he basically Eddie shitted on it, bro. He was like, "Oh, what the fuck is this? You're supposed to come out with a bang. This is not a bang. This is nothing. You're supposed to come out, you know, fireworks. You're supposed to come out making a big splash. This is nothing, and this and that." And look at you now, bro. Now he signed one of your fucking marquee fighters. You know what I'm saying? Now he signed one of your flagship fighters, bro. Like Jao Pataya, bro, is for me one of the more exciting fighters. Like when you watch Jao Pataya fight, bro, you know somebody is almost gonna get killed, bro. You know what I'm saying? Absolute violence in there, bro. It's absolute violence when Jao Pataya fights. And you know what? You know, and it's unfortunate. It's not unfortunate, right? It is what it is. Like it's fortunate for us, for the boxing fans, bro, because we're gonna get more boxing for a lot less money, bro. And the zone is just fucking up. The zone is fucking up, bro, because they keep raising the prices, bro. BYU says Eddie is biased too. He hated Wilder, then yelled Bomb Squad. Bro, you want to hear some? You want to hear something about that, bro? Okay, and you know what? I haven't said this out loud, bro, but I've been thinking this in my mind. BYU, I think that Eddie Hearn set up Deontay Wilder to get knocked the fuck out by Zhilei Zhang, because remember in that Queensberry matchup versus the 5 versus 5, Queensberry, Frank Warren versus Eddie Hearn in Matchroom, and Eddie Hearn lost every single fight. Like, but anyways, Eddie Hearn decided to make Wilder his captain. Remember, he made him the captain of his squad. He was the main event, I believe. And bro, he sold everybody a dream. He told everybody in the press conference that he believes that Deontay Wilder could beat Zhilei Zhang. Bro, nobody believed that shit. Nobody believed that shit. Eddie Hearn put a fucking he put a battery in Deontay Wilder's back, bruh, and was like, "Yeah, Wilder, you got this, bruh. You're the captain of my team, man. You could beat Zhilei Zhang." And what happened? He put Wilder in there and got his ass fucking knocked out, bruh. Night. Bro, Zhilei Zhang hit that dude he hit Wilder so hard, bruh. He turned around, looked at the referee, and was like, "Damn, ref, why you let him hit me that hard?" He turned around and looked at the ref and was like, "What the fuck, ref? Why you let him hit me that hard, bruh?" Good times, bro. That was good times. But BYU, back to your show this real quick, bro. Eddie is biased. He hated Wilder, then yelled Bomb Squad. Bruh, you know what though? Wilder made it easy for people to hate him, because I don't like the guy either, bro. I'm gonna tell you that right now, BYU. I don't know how your stance is with Deontay Wilder, but I can't stand the guy myself, bruh. Show this one right here. Let me see here. BYU says, "I agree. Nuke, I want to see Wilder. I agree with Nuke. I want to see Wilder sleep Usyk. It would be crazy." Yeah. In your dreams, BYU, in your dreams, bruh. That shit's not finna happen, bro. That shit is not gonna happen, bro. Like, Wilder, he telegraphs his punches. Like, if you saw his last fight, dude, in Wichita, Kansas, versus I forgot it was a Rudy Poop that he fought, bro. It was a can that he fought. It was like Tyrell Herndon or something. And bro, his punches, he didn't even look good. Yeah, I understand he got the win, right? He's back in the winners column, but his punches were so telegraphed on Deontay Wilder, man. It was so slow. You could see the punches coming from a mile away, bro. He was loading them up from his fucking knees and his ankles and throwing them. Bro, by the time Wilder gets off one of those punches, dude, Alexander Usyk he'd already hit him from his left side, right? Got off a couple punches on his left. By the time Wilder responds to that side, Alexander Usyk's going to be on his left side, punching him some more, giving him some more punches to the side of his fucking face and his ear. Bro, I'm telling you, man, it's going to be ugly, bro. And everybody's talking about Deontay Wilder should get a tune-up, right? And his tune-up is going to be Chisora, right? Chisora, and I don't even think Wilder beats Chisora. I don't even think that's a tune-up for Wilder no more, bro. I would say Chisora would run over Wilder, bro. Yeah, I don't think Wilder beats Chisora no more either. You know what I'm saying? I don't see it, bro. I don't see it. But speaking about Usyk, bro, there's been rumors. BYU says, did Daniel Dubois hit Usyk to the body or low blow? Bro, okay, this is what I think that happened, bro. What I think that happened was Daniel Dubois somehow, because if you look at it, it looked like Daniel Dubois pulled up his jockstrap. You see what I'm saying? It looked like Daniel Dubois pulled his jockstrap up. and the jockstrap on the way up kind of slid to the side, and it must have fucking injected right there in between the testicles of Alexander Usyk, bro. That's what I think that happened. That's what I think that happened, BYU. What about you, bro? I think that's what happened. I think that. So yeah, you could say yeah. I believe it was a low blow, bro, because the punch was it wasn't too low, but it was low enough to where I could see maybe not hitting him in the dick exactly. BYU thinks it was a body shot. Okay. Yeah, nah, bro. I think that he pulled his jockstrap up, bro. That's what I think that happened. But that's a beautiful thing about rematches, bro. That's a beautiful thing about rematches, BYU, bro. That fucking all right. Some people think it was, you know, and Danny DeBall was talking hella shit too. Danny DeBall was talking hella shit. BYU says, whose nuts are on the stomach? Bro, that's what I'm saying. I don't think he hit him in the nuts, bro. I think that happened was he pulled up his jockstrap, and the jockstrap fucking, that's what hit his nuts was the jockstrap, bro. But that's a beautiful thing, bro. Like, and Danny DeBall was talking mad shit too. He's like, I want my rematch. You robbed me. And bro, you know, Danny DeBall, he went into the ring after Alexander Usyk beat Fury for the second time, right? After he beat him for the second time, Danny Dubois gets into the ring. He starts talking shit, saying he wants his rematch. Bro, and because of Usyk's lack of English, right, he can't really talk shit back. He just looks over at Turkey and he's all make the rematch. And that was it, bro. The rest is history, bro. Like, and that's the way, bro. Like, it is crazy how you still got guys hating on Usyk, bro. Like Usyk isn't that guy, bro. Like Usyk doesn't go into other people's fucking backyards and take their belts, bro. Like Usyk isn't the ultimate road warrior, bro. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. That's the beautiful thing about rematches, BYU, bro. You put all that shit to rest. You put all that shit to rest, bro. And now, and this conversation or the rumor about Usyk fighting Deontay Wilder is looking more and more like, yeah, bro, Usyk is going to go to Zuffa Boxing too, because who else has that kind of money in the United States, BYU? What other promotional company has money like that, bro, in the United States? PBC? No. PBC can't put up that kind of money, bro. Golden Boy can't put up that kind of money. You know, it's the only company, bro, that could afford to put up that a fight of that magnitude in the United States is Zuffa Boxing, bro. And it goes back to the point of this video, bro. Go back to the point of this live, bro. Is Zuffa is here to gentrify the sport, bro. They're here. They're not just here to be a part of boxing, bro. They're here to fucking take it over, bro. It's the takeover, BYU, bro. I'm telling you, man. I'm excited, bro, because Zuffa Boxing has a 7-year contract with Paramount, bro, and get this. They got a $7.7 billion cap on it. Like, you got to think when when Al Heyman came in with PBC, he got that, you know, they gave him damn near $1 billion, right? It was 900 and something million dollars, bro, that Wallow and Reed gave Al Heyman in the PBC. He fucked it off, right? PBC, Al Heyman literally burnt every bridge, bro. They burnt every bridge that they went on. Fox no longer deals with boxing. BYU says, where is Al? That's a good question, fam. You know what, dude? BYU, I think Al made out like a bandit, bro. He's somewhere out. He's like on he's somewhere on the island, bro. He's somewhere on the island. Big booty bitches everywhere, bro. Naked. He's sipping on something cold. You know what I'm saying? He made out like a bandit, bro. Al Heyman made out like a bandit. He's got a lot of Floyd Mayweather's money. He's got a lot of Adrian Broner's money. He was pocketing everybody's money, bro, because when it came to that Muhammad Ali Act, right? And here's another thing, bro, that I can't stand, bro, is these guys that they want to blame Dana White and they want to, you know, these Muhammad Ali activists, the Muhammad Ali the contract, the Muhammad Ali rights contract activists, like Sean Sattel, you know, that want to BYU says he's in Cancun with Josh Allen and Jalen Hurts. Facts, bro. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, Al made out like a bandit, bro. He's chilling, bro. He ain't even worried about nothing, bro. Like, but yeah, he literally made out like a bandit. Literally, he robbed everybody, bro. He robbed Showtime. He robbed Fox, and he burnt all those bridges, bro. And now no terrestrial TV station want to deal with boxing because of Al Heyman, bro. Don't nobody want to deal with them now because of Al Heyman. He really did fuck everybody over, bro. It's crazy. It's crazy. And I know, you know, I know you don't, BYU, you said you don't really go on the Boxing Voice for whatever reason, right? I remember you telling me though, bro. I remember you said you don't go on the Boxing Voice, but if you ever do, bro, whenever I go on the Boxing Voice, you still hear these guys that defend Al Heyman in the PBC. Like, they defend the bullshit still, bro. Like, they defend the fact that they, you know, PBC only puts on one show every quarter, right? Well, last year, I know they put on like one show every quarter, and every single show is pay-per-view. You got to cough up $80. They're doing this fan-funded boxing, bro, that it's not worth the money, you know? Like the last one with, remedial people on there. Yeah, bro. Yup. Oh, bro. BYU, bro. You read my fucking mind, dude. Remedial ass fucking people. Yeah. That's I could give you that, bro. Like that would, because of the remedial people on that call into the Boxing Voice, bro, it does make me it does make me turn it off. I'll give you that much. I 100% agree with you there, BYU, bro. Remedial ass fucking people, bro. Like, that's what makes me like, I'll tune in for a little bit, but then after so many garbage takes, I'm like, damn, bro. I'm but you know what, dude? Thanks to the boxing voice, bro. That's what made me start this channel, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, I can't deal with it, bro. I'd rather just start my own shit, bro, and talk about boxing myself, bro. Like with the fewer, like a lot more fewer people, but similar minded. You know what I'm saying? People that think similar to me. And I noticed BYU, bro. We're like the minority, bro. Like we're the minority, bro. Most cats, they're fucking, yeah, they're remedial. I'll give you that, bro. And I don't know what it is, bro, about boxing fans or you know fans here on the YTBC, bro. But yeah, you got some stupid motherfuckers, man. But yeah, bro. But what I was gonna say was this, bro. Usyk, Jao Pataya, F.A. Jaguar, Charles Martin, Rayo Valenzuela. And this is just the beginning, bro. This is just the beginning. It's like PBC, Al Heyman, bro, Oscar De La Hoya, which is still crazy to me, right? But it's very possible, bro. It's still very possible that Oscar De La Hoya is done, bro. It's very possible that it's over, it's done with, because Oscar De La Hoya, they didn't resign with the zone. B White. What the hell's going on here? There we go. I was having some technical difficulties, but we're back. BYU says, Nuke, Black and Brown, and you are the channels to listen to. Thanks. I appreciate it, family. But yeah, Nuke, and you know what, bro? Like, yeah, Black and Brown. And you know what? BYU, bro. For me, yeah, I like the ones you mentioned, Nuke, Black and Brown. Also, I like BDA. I know you said you don't like BDA, but BDA, bro, they're pretty they're unbiased too, bro. In my opinion, I think they're unbiased, you know. And also Ring IQ, bro. I think Ring IQ is pretty unbiased, bro. But just hold that thought, bro. Hold that thought. I gotta go do something real quick. Just give me 1 minute, bro. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back, bro. I'm back. But yeah, man, like I was telling you, bro, I like the list you gave out. Nuke, IBFP, Black and Brown. And for me, bro, BDA, from what I hear, they're pretty unbiased. And also Ring IQ. Ring IQ keeps it pretty solid. He's unbiased as well. And also, bro, like I gotta give it up to Ness, bro. Ness is also unbiased too, in my opinion. The more and more I think about it, bro, there's pretty good there's a lot of good content creators out there, bro. Like there's a guy out of England, bro. I don't know if you listen to guys from the UK, but Boxing Beats and Rhymes, bro, is another one I like listening to. But you know what? The more and more we're talking about it, bro, like there's a lot more that are super biased, bro. Super biased. Like they're so biased, it's unbelievable, bro. It's like Dante's Boxing Nation. Dante's Boxing Nation is it's unbelievable, bro, how biased he is. Aki TV, he's another one, dude, that I can't do Aki TV, bro. He's too biased. Boxing Ego, trash. Blue Bloods is pretty biased. Oh, you know what, bro? Oh, BYU, bro. Another content creator, bro, that I think he's pretty, like, even though he's in the Bud Crawford's camp, he keeps it pretty solid too, is Coach Malachi, True Media Boxing, True Media Podcast. He's a pretty good dude, bro. I go fuck with him. I could definitely fuck with Coach Malachi from True Media Podcast. BYU says he's a Glazer. Which one, bro? Out of which, like, I named out a couple names. Which one? Because there's a lot of Glazers online, and they'll glaze fighters just because of the color of their skin. You know what I'm saying? Like Aki TV, he glazes any fighter that's black, and then he shits on any fighter that isn't black. You know? Same thing with Dante's Boxing Nation. He glazes any fighter that's black, and then he shits on fighters that aren't black. Yeah, see, BYU, that's why I said that, because ever since Coach got allowed into the Bud Crawford camp, he did start glazing. I understand that part, but and that's what happens, bro. That's what happens with a lot of content creators that get allowed into a camp. They start glazing. You know what I'm saying? And then another guy too, bro, that I can't fuck with. Like BYU says he's always been a Glazer. Well, bro, if I remember correctly, because I remember when Coach first started making when Coach first started coming into the boxing into the YT, he would go at he went hard at the LDBC, bro. You know, he went hard at 78 Sports. He went hard at Drew Titan, and that's what really that's what about Coach was. He was going hard at all the biased channels, bro. He was going hard at all the biased channels. But after a while, yeah, he shows that he's very biased. Yeah, bro, something's going on. Can you hear me now? Yo. You know what, bro? I'm just gonna have to shut it down, bro. I'm gonna have to shut it down. I gotta go handle some business. I'm gonna catch you on the next one, man. It's been your boy Old Dog Boxing. I'm out, man.